What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are about to translate all of the brand new information that was just released on the official Dokkan Twitter page, including the new Int Future Gohan, who will transform into Super Saiyan Gohan. So, is he going to be worth it? Is he going to be the almighty card that we've been wanting and screeching to the heavens about wanting a good Future Gohan? Well, there are some good parts to him. There really are. Some other parts, a little confusing. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so here we are. We officially have the full card details when it comes to the Future Gohan and actually a Future Trunks, which is kind of cool. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what the banners look like. I'm not really sure how good they're going to be. I'm hoping that maybe Hit comes back on this banner. Maybe even the AGL Metal Cooler or something. I'm not really sure, but we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. But in terms of these cards, let's go ahead and translate these guys because there are some interesting aspects to them that are actually very good. And some other ones that are a little confusing, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. So either way, I'm just going to give you guys straight facts. We're going to give you all the details. I'm going to let you guys make up your decision. So again, leave your thoughts down below in the comments after I've translated everything for you guys. And just give me your general thoughts and opinions on this card. I know people will give their thoughts on opinions on the Trunks as well, but mostly the Gohan. I want to know what your thoughts on the Gohan are and everything, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So Future Gohan. He actually brings with him a brand new category, the Master Student category. A lot of people are actually kind of calling this. So that's definitely really cool. And he's also a hybrid Saiyan leader of Ki plus 3, HP and attack up 170%, and defense up 130%. So we finally got that updated hybrid Saiyan category leader skill. Okay, now let's just see if the card is going to make sense for said category itself, right? The biggest issue with the STR Ultimate Gohan is the fact that even though he is the hybrid Saiyan category lead, he is a shocking speed only card that has really a high chance of really not being able to get his super attack off because, again, most hybrid Saiyan cards are either going to be some kind of fusion like Gotenks, or they're going to be prepared for battle units. There are very few of those cards that actually have shocking speed to this day. So it was definitely a weird category. The card itself is not terrible. I've seen him on tons of banners though, but overall, it's just like, it needs an update, right? It needs somebody where even if you only give them shocking speed, they're going to be like, okay, you know what? At least we can still get our own super attack off. But that wasn't the case with the STR Gohan, right? So let's take a look what this guy does. So, passive skill here. Own attack and defense up 100%. Okay, perspective. You know, he's pre-transformed. That makes kind of sense. If your HP is 58% or below, oh God, they're sticking with the whole 58% thing. If your HP is 58% or below, then you will mitigate damage by 58%. Okay, that's not bad. And then for every category ally that is on the team, that ally will get a +1 key and attack and defense of 30%, okay? And this has to be within the Master Student category, not the Hybrid Saiyan category. So Gohan here is not only an attack and defense guy himself, he mitigates damage, but he also supports the team via attack and defense up 30% and only key +1 to all allies, okay? Then, if all criteria are met, then the conditions are met basically, then you will be able to transform into the Super Saiyan Future Gohan, okay? Now, one thing to note about his links right here, because he's kind of got your typical links that you'd expect from somebody like a Future Gohan, there's one thing he's missing though, and that is prepared for battle. So, we have a situation here where they have given a hybrid Saiyan leader first shocking speed, where most of the team did not have shocking speed, and now you're going to give a card that has that category and this new Master Student category, which we don't really know much about yet, without prepared for battle. Okay then, that's interesting. Yeah. Anyway, moving on, let's take a look at what his transformation mechanic is. Maybe that's actually really good, okay? So, and a quick side note real quick on his super attack, he will greatly raise his defense for 1 turn after you've done the super attack. So, if you're not mitigating the damage just yet, then you're definitely not going to want to put this guy in the first slot. You're going to want to get the super attack off first, and then he'll be able to block decently. So that's going to be really good. Obviously, if you're below 58% HP though, you're already mitigating 58% damage. So that's actually really nice right there. And then again, on top of that, if you throw him into the second slot and you raise your defense greatly for 1 turn, then you're going to be blocking even better. So that's really cool. Okay, so that's definitely something. Okay, here we go. The conditions in order to transform him into a Super Saiyan Gohan, okay? So, first off, after 4 turns, okay? So far, so good. We're on 4 turns. I'm okay with that. If your HP is 58% or above, I'm actually okay with that. It's not too hard to keep your HP above 58%. So that's really good right there. Okay, I'm all for that. And you have to have a Trunks on your team with you, okay? Now, it does exclude that you cannot bring a Youth Trunks, so that's going to be the chibi small Trunks, essentially, and no GT Trunks, okay? Has to be a Trunks. That's it. So basically, Future Trunks or the, you know, any kind of future teen Trunks kind of person, essentially, okay? One card I will check out real quick that I do want to just clarify is that if you're going into the cards here and we take a look at something like the Future Trunks here, if we open him up, if we take a look at the kanji, okay, so this is quote-unquote the Youth Trunks, even though technically he's a teen, and he's basically teen here. You have this Trunks, and then also, you know, like the free-to-play one, which is right here. This Trunks in particularly is a Mirai Trunks, okay, so that's Super Saiyajin Trunks Mirai. So this Trunks could work with this Gohan, okay? This Trunks right here, if you take a look at this kanji, note the 3 kanji right here, and if we go back here and we take a look at this, okay, this is okay. This kanji is not matching up with this kanji, so this right here can be like, okay, this Trunks, which would make sense, right? He is from there. This Trunks, again, this is technically translated as youth, but then you also have something like where you have the, if I go super types, and then I go, I don't know, I'll go tech, because I know there's a really good tech Trunks in here, who is a youth card, if I can find him, wherever he may be. This Trunks right here, okay? This Trunks, this kanji right here means youth in my personal opinion, okay? This is a teen Trunks, this is a future Trunks, okay? So this Trunks and this Trunks right here are gonna work with this Gohan to transform him, okay? So again, let's break it down. 4 turns, HP is 58% or above, and you have to have a Trunks on your team, okay? So that right there automatically is going to allow you to transform him. Again, no GT Trunks and no Kid Trunks, okay? And he just has to be on the team. He just has to be on the rotation, thankfully. And most likely, this physical LR Trunks is probably going to be one of his best partners, simply because, again, they work really well together, okay? At least based on what I can see so far with the card, okay? So, again, just needs to be on the team. Doesn't have to do anything, okay? Anyway, so once he transforms, what happens? How does he change? Okay, so obviously, leader skill stays exactly the same. In terms of his links, he still does not get prepared for battle. Okay, that's making it a little worrying. Let's take a look at what his passive does. Passive skill, attack up 100%, and he mitigates damage by 58%. So automatically, he loses the defense, but he mitigates damage by 58%, which I guess basically is actually kind of better. So that's actually not bad. That's actually really good, okay? And then, if you have a master sibling ally on that rotation, on that turn with you, okay? Then you get, you yourself, not the allies, you, Gohan, get +1 ki and attack and defense up 30%. So if you have 2 of those characters on rotation with you, which, you know, I would assume for the most part, I mean, if you want to test this guy out for the best of his abilities, you'd put him on that. You'd make that team with him as a leader, obviously. You're going to get +2 ki and attack and defense up 60%, okay? So you're going to get defense up 60%, an attack up 160%, +2 ki, which is AKA basically your prepare for battle link right there. And then you're going to mitigate damage for 58%. Okay, looking pretty decent, looking pretty good right there. And if you happen to be facing off against a Jinzo Ningen category enemy, or AKA a Android category enemy, okay, it doesn't have to be Android Cell Saga, AKA it has to be an Android category, then you get an automatic super attack, or AKA an additional super attack, okay? So that right there. And in the super attack, he raises his attack indefinitely. Okay, so via the Kaioken mechanic, he'll raise his attack every single turn. It's only normally, so it's not greatly every single turn or anything like that, but you're raising it as if you just, again, like any of the other future Gohans that we've seen. Okay, so overall, not bad. Not a bad card. It's so funny how we can predict how these passive skills and these transformation mechanics are going to go now, because they are sticking to their guns with this whole having this card on this team and everything. Now, I'm not going to say that it's the greatest transformation mechanic, that there is absolutely no way it is, but it's not bad. Trunks just has to be on the team, and granted, based on what we kind of can guess from the team itself at the time of this recording, it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be an okay thing, because you're going to want to put Trunks on that team, because, again, Trunks and Gohan make sense. They're probably going to link up really well together and everything, okay? So that's something right there. It's not too terrible. There's a lot of Trunkses in the game that can fit this this mentality in order to get him to transform. 58% above HP in 4 turns, definitely not too bad. So overall, not too bad, okay? The only place I could possibly see it flopping a little bit is if you're running a Hybrid Sand team and you're running nothing but, you know, like little kid Trunkses and everything. Now, it would be interesting to note, though, that probably unlike the Goku team, so like the Goku's Legacy team, he's not going to be able to transform because there's no Trunkses that go on that team unless maybe you take advantage of the AGL part of that right there. Maybe on the Go Bros team, taking the whole sibling bond category, that could potentially work depending on what Trunks you bring. But that might be something where it definitely can hinder a little bit, and he will not be able to transform. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on with the gameplay. Again, I'm not going to say it's not a bad mechanic. It's not a bad transformation. It's definitely not the greatest though, okay? There are good parts to it, and there are bad parts to it. I think we can all agree on that, no problem, okay? So, again, let me know your thoughts down below when it comes to this Gohan. What do you think about him, okay? So, let's move on to the next card that was announced, and that is a new Tech Future Gohan, or Trunks, sorry. Now, no, this Trunks right here, Future, okay? Super Saiyajin Trunksu Mirai is the exact same kanji as this one right here, okay? So this one, the STR one, those guys are not gonna be able to be run on this team or with this same character, okay? You've either gotta pick this Trunks or you gotta pick this Trunks or the STR one, okay? You can run him with the transformation one though, because again, he starts as a base Trunks and then goes Super Saiyan. So they could actually probably work out pretty well with him, okay? Now, this guy doesn't get prepared for battle either. He's not really going to need it, though. Let's take a look at what he does, okay? So he is, of course, is the Master Student category, Key plus 3, stats up 120%. So kind of the usual thing that we see here with these new leader skills, okay? Passive skill. Let's take a look at this. Look at this. This is like a paragraph here for this passive skill. Okay, so let's break it down here, okay? Own attack and defense up 100%. Okay, pretty standard stuff right there, okay? Then, if you have a character with the name Future Gohan, okay, Future Gohan on the team, you get plus 3 key and an additional attack and defense up 70%. And if you're facing off against an Android category enemy, Jinzo Ningen category no Teki got you to, so an Android category enemy, then you get an additional 6 key and you get an automatic critical attack. And if that enemy's name happens to be Cell, not Cell Jr., but happens to be Cell, so first form Cell, second form Cell, perfect form, you name it, okay? Then you get an additional attack up 70%. What? My gosh, that has to be probably one of the longest passive skills in the entire game, okay? So basically, in I think a real situation here, you're gonna have attack and defense up 170%, and you'll have plus 3 key automatically, because granted, you're probably gonna be running this Trunks with a Gohan. The only time you're probably not gonna really see that is, again, maybe on the Vegeta lineage team, okay? So, as long as you've got some kind of Future Gohan with you, because again, that's probably what you'd be running this guy under in terms of the category and everything, you're going to see 170% attack and defense and plus 3 key. The whole Jinzo Ningen category enemy thing, that's kind of a hit or miss. You could use the Infinite Dragon stage if you wanted to, that event. Or if you're going to get something else, though, you're not gonna, that's an automatic critical, though, right? He already gets plus 5 critical for just the free dupe system pass. So this is just kind of an automatic critical. So that's kind of whatever it is. And then if you have to face it off against a Cell, then you're getting an additional attack up 70%. So that'd be 240% attack and 170% defense right there. So this Trunks, we'll have to see what's going to happen with the whole Future Gohan thing. But the thing what they're doing with the Cell thing, where it's just like, yeah, you get this nice extra boost, but it's not needed. It's not gonna overly, make him underperform or really make him anything like that. It's very, I kind of compare it to like the Super Saiyan God Goku, who is really good, but then he mitigates damage against a movie bosses category. And then the Vegeta as well, where those cards are really good as themselves, but the added bonus of the enemy they're facing off against just makes them better, but it doesn't hinder them. Unlike other cards that have been known to get hindered unless they are facing off against that particular enemy, okay? So this Trunks, in terms of the Future Gohan thing, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out too well, but overall, it looks like a good, powerful card, okay? Again, he does not get prepared for battle, but if you're, as long as you're with the future Gohan card, then you're going to get that no problem, okay? So that's definitely something right there. Obviously, these two cards right here are meant to be run together. If you run these guys together, then they activate all of their extra little bonuses and everything, okay? And then finally, for Trunks' super attack, he will raise his attack and defense greatly for 1 turn, and he does supreme damage. Okay, pretty standard stuff. All right, so with that being said, we now have the super attack. So let's go over to Twitter real quick. I'm gonna set up the super attack volume so I don't kill your ears, and we'll be right back. All right, here we go. All right, so we do Gohan justice. Let's see. Okay, transforms. Weird angle, but okay. All right, something I just realized with their super attacks and everything is that with the Gohan, when he's Super Saiyan, he's using everything with 1 arm. So it's like they wanted to make a 1-arm Gohan, but maybe due to censoring stuff, they had to keep the 2nd arm in there. I don't know, just a little side thing I picked up. So overall though, super attacks looking really, really cool. Not my favorite OST, but not bad. I think it definitely is really good. I always like the music in this game and everything. So yeah, guys, there we go. Tell me what your thoughts are on this future Gohan and future Trunks. We'll have to wait to see how the banner is. I have a feeling a lot of people on JP, if you're a free-to-play player, are probably going to skip him. But who knows? Maybe the banner will be really good, and maybe they'll actually give a decent amount of free stones out, and you'll be able to summon for him. I've got about 200 stones myself, all saved up, ready to go. We'll have to wait and see if I can pull them or not. So if not, Noir will probably let me use his account, and I'll be able to show him off and everything. So but yeah, anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video, though. In terms of, again, he looks like a good card. He's not bad by any means. He's actually a pretty good card. We'll have to just see how he's gonna play out. Obviously, on his team, he's gonna kick butt. He's gonna do really, really good. Other categories, we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, though, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, guys, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. We are trying to hit 75,000 subs by the end of the year. It's October now. It's a new month. September was a very crappy month for me, but I'm pushing through. We are going to keep going, and we are getting into a good end of the year goal now. Let's try and hit 70,000 subs, so make sure you hit that sub button if you haven't already, and consider supporting the channel and joining the international family. So anyway, guys, that's me for the video, though. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.